first couple clips were from a movie called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. And if you've ever seen that, you know that it's kind of a motivational, inspirational, heart-pulling kind of movie. And it's about a guy that's been living his normal life and refusing to kind of change over the time, which is not necessarily a bad thing in his situation, because he's learned who he is and what he stands for, and he continues to be that person even though other people in his life don't necessarily like that, and he stands strong, and he doesn't just conform to everyone else's kind of lives or ideas. And so it's good for him to continue to be who he is. But the other thing that the movie kind of talks about is going for your dreams, and it's because throughout the movie, at the beginning of the movie, he's daydreaming a lot, and he wants to be this new person or go on these new adventures and experiences, but he's stuck in the way he's been living in his job, and he doesn't think that he can go be that courageous person and get out and do these new things. And so as the movie progresses, his job, it gets at risk, and he has to decide what he's going to do, and he goes for one last hurrah. And I really like this is for two reasons. One, because it's for, with my life and how I've stepped out and started moving abroad and living abroad, and I've been out for 6 years. It was a huge task at the time, a big courageous step, if you would. I remember the first time I was on that airplane going to Chicago, and I was leaving the country for the first time, and I felt so sick. I was ready to kind of throw up, and I was just like, I hope this plane lands as soon as possible. I was in the back in the middle seat, and just like going back and forth because I was so sick and worried about everything. And so I know that it was a big step for me during that time. And then the other way that it kind of strikes a chord with me is because I have so many friends that talk about, I wish I could do what you're doing, and I wish I could travel, and I wish I could go see the world and all this stuff. And it's not that they don't have the means or they don't have the capability of doing it. It's just kind of that they don't want to take that step. It's all about they have to go take that first step, and they've never done it before, and it's something that they've never experienced. It's something they've never done before and they've never experienced before, and it seems like such a big move that they don't know if they'll be able to accomplish it or be able to live abroad or be able to survive. So and I know it's difficult for everyone in different ways, and we all have different circumstances, but I think it's important to remember that we're not the first to have lived this life or gone through this experience that we're trying to go through, and to feel that fear is something that many other people have lived and gone through, and probably very similar to your circumstances. And you can find inspiration from books or movies or even songs of people that have lived or are doing similar things. And it's about taking that first kind of that chance and trying to go through it and trying to move through that initial fear, that kind of roadblock. And I know a life of comfort and being comfortable in your life plays a big role into what it is and what you can do and how you think about the change in life. And so, I find that it's always important to reach out to others, reach out for inspiration, reach out for ideas, and reach out to people that have done it before, are doing it, and kind of look to them for motivation or inspiration to kind of do it. No means am I trying to say that adventure or courage comes from traveling. For me and my life in this video, that's what it's meant. It's been moving abroad, living abroad for all these years. But it could also be adventure and courage could also come from starting a new job, quitting a job, breaking up in a bad relationship. It could be a million different things, and it all just depends on kind of your own situation and circumstances. And I think that's what the video also does, the movie. And I think the movie does a good job with that. Is he finds his own adventure, he finds his own muse and meaning to his life and how he's changing and what he wants out of it. And even though he's lived for so long in a certain way, that he is ready to go on that adventure, and he has that courage to take that first step. And for me as well, I was able to move abroad and live abroad, and then it was kind of that snowball effect where it's the momentum has kept me going. And of course it's been difficult, and there's been challenges, and I will always face difficulties and challenges, but I'm grateful for that first step that I made and the people that supported me. And when you have that good team around you or that good support system, then you can do these kinds of things, and you can, rely on them when you need to, when things are difficult and things are hard. And so I think the biggest thing is, being courageous, looking for motivation, looking for people that help you along the way, and looking for other people that have done the same thing. And so you might not know what your adventure is or what you want to do and what your courage is going to come from, but if you keep moving forward and you keep trying, eventually you're going to figure out what your muse is and what you want to do in life. And so just one step after another, keep trying, look for inspiration from others, from your family, from your friends, and of course always thank them for the help that they have given you. And so I know in the movie, to wrap this up, Walter Mitty, he has his quirks and he has his things that people find difficult and everything, but he stays true to them, and he finds the people that loves him and cares for him even though he has that. So I know I can be a difficult person for sure to live with and to be friends with and all that kind of stuff. I have my own quirks, so I appreciate all my family and friends and loved ones and people that I've met throughout life that have kind of supported me even though I am a little difficult. So thumbs up to you guys. Thank you so much. I hope more of my friends and family and people that I know and people that I will meet will continue to take these chances and be courageous and go for what they want. That's it. That's all I got.